So one of the questions we're often asked is, should I buy an investment property first or should I buy my first home to live in? And there are always pros and cons to both choices. So firstly, we'll look at some of the advantages in terms of buying your own home first. And this is the way I went 20 years ago. It's a traditional way where you buy your first home first and then you hopefully use some equity from that home to buy investment properties. So some of the advantages there is firstly that you're able to really create your own wealth and start to build your own wealth through your own property portfolio and somewhere where you're living, and you're being able to create that equity with your own property. Secondly, an important thing is that you're not at the whim of a landlord that can push you out there if you're renting and basically terminate your lease at any time. So you've got to chop and change locations and be relocating all the time. So you've got a bit of that security. Thirdly as well, it is a way that you can obviously create your own portfolio and build your portfolio a lot faster, because most people tend to be able to build equity in their own first home first and then use that equity to buy other properties. And most importantly, you're going to be paying off your own mortgage, as rental money can be sort of money down the drain really, and you're not creating a portfolio there. So what are the pros in terms of going the other way and buying an investment property first? So firstly there, importantly, you've got someone else contributing to helping you pay off the mortgage really, because you've got the tenant contributing rent, and you've also often got the tax man, the government giving you a tax deduction, so they're also contributing towards you paying off your mortgage. So it can be a great way for you to have to put in less cash flow to start with, and if you're worried about savings or making repayments, it can be just a safer, easier way to get your foot into the property market. Secondly, you get some fantastic tax deductions when you're buying an investment property, because nearly all the expenses are claimable. So your rates, your owner's corporation fees, your expenses for other items, depreciation, all these things can be claimed when you're an investor. So there can be great ways for you to have some claims. Rather than paying tax, you're able to get a really good tax deduction. Also, you can often keep living in your preferred area and rent there and end up buying an investment property in a high growth area and be able to at least get your property portfolio started. So often people are looking to buy first homes and they can't afford to live where they want to live. So it can be a great way to at least get into the property market by continuing to rent and buying an investment property. So there's some of the pros in terms of buying either your first home or your investment property first. As always, consult professional buyer's advocate, some financial advisors before making a decision either way.